Welcome to the Cultaholic Wrestling Podcast.
If you like a lot of lemsip in your health, then you should probably not suffer from December flu. Oh, Christ. Hello and welcome to the very fit and healthy Cultaholic video podcast, sponsored by E. coli this week. Joined as always by the beautiful Jack the Jobber.
Hello.
The beautiful.
And the stunning
Oh, thank you.
Ross.
Only my mum normally says that.
That calls you stunning.
Aye.
Oh, that's
Stunning,
nice.
stunning Ross Tweddell.
Was that your tag team gimmick back?
Yeah.
The Hollywood Rosses.
Yeah.
Me and me mum. The tag team.
Too Rossalicious for you, baby.
Oh, yes.
Ugh. Anyway, how the hell are you both?
A bit better than you by the sounds of things.
I'm fine.
Wrapped up warm in a Cultaholic official hat,
That's right.
beanie. I regret because the other day I was on the internet and knew those horrible little stories at the bottom of certain websites that just like they're on everywhere. They're on every website. I've had a beer already and I just can't talk anymore.
Go on, Ross.
One of the stories was the reason why there's a bubble on a bobble hat was revealed, and I regret not clicking on it.
Oh, I was going to say, what was it?
Yeah, didn't click on it. So
I didn't realize there was a reason.
there's a reason for the bubble. There we go.
Now, I'm going to
What
have
could
to
you do
Google
with a
after
bubble?
this.
Yeah,
Everyone.
apart from just pulling it off.
This is our finger poke of doom moment. That'll put butts in seats. Everyone just immediately pauses the
Yeah,
video
you know
and
what?
tries to Google
Screw
it.
this video. Why is there a bubble on a hat? Anyway, in wrestling news this week, there was a TLC Super Show.
Super show.
Do we still call them pay-per-views?
A network special.
Oh, there we go. All right.
I still refer to them as pay-per-views.
Fair enough.
But yeah.
Let's do a rundown. We had Cedric Alexander losing again to Buddy Murphy.
Good little match.
It was a good little match. It was good as it's going to get, with people going, "Oh, that was nice." But it's weird that Buddy Murphy's a bad guy on 205, yet just gets like polite respect on the main shows.
Yeah.
Don't know why that is.
I thought you were going to say, but he's a babyface in Australia. He's like Bret Hart, but Australian version. That would be class.
Yeah, Buddy Murphy did a performance of Aladdin in Sydney one year.
My God in heaven.
It's
My
it's
God,
funny you
yeah.
should- It's funny you should mention that. Yeah.
Should we just shut down the Hall of Fame this week because that needs to go in?
The reason for bubbles on hat is because of Aladdin with Bret Hart in '96.
It's on Twitter now. I don't know who tweeted it, but it was
Satan.
Ryan Satan, as you call him. Bret Hart is Aladdin. He locks a sharpshooter. Well, he doesn't lock a sharpshooter. He just nuts him. The evil genie.
Jafar.
Whatever. What was it? The evil something or other?
It's not Jafar. It's
Oh, right.
The
it's
evil
obviously Aladdin's
wizard
based on a story.
Azkaban.
Azkaban, something like that.
Just headbutts him in the groin.
Azkaban. Vicky Guerrero's boyfriend. Yeah, but that's the movie because obviously Bret did that. But out of context, you're like, why is Aladdin slamming his head into someone's
Apparently, he was in
knackers?
2006. He looks young, doesn't he?
What?
Apparently, he was in 2006. Sam did some research because that's what Sam does. Sam sees something and has to find everything out about it. It's amazing. Apparently, the guy who Bret talks about in that instance was a terrorist who died not too long before Aladdin with Bret Hart in happened. The name that name that we can't think of right now is a terrorist who got killed or just died before
Wow.
Aladdin. Facts from Sam Driver. But the most impressive part of that is Bret Hart going, now it's time for my favourite part. It's the big musical.
And for some reason he goes, cheer the hero and boo the villain. I'm like,
Well, that's his entire philosophy, though, isn't it?
Sam Roberts Wrestling Podcast. I'm very good at talking, me. Very good.
you are Ross.
Sarcasm.
It's been a long week. Like we've been working very hard in the railed up to Christmas. Yeah, Buddy won. Buddy retained the belt. Yeah.
That was a good little match, wasn't it?
Yes, it was. Elias then defeated Bobby Lashley, surprisingly, on the kickoff portion of the evening.
Hang on, because I'm sure that in the build up to this, they were like, whoever grabs the guitar can use it on their opponent, and then I thought then it would turn into a normal match. But no, Elias got his guitar back, and
Then they realised it was a guitar and a pole match, but without the pole. So thought, Jesus, we've got ladders in this one. Let's make it a ladder match. But just watch it for Bobby Lashley hitting his finisher on a ladder to drop it on Elias. Apparently it's happened once before with John Cena hitting an FU on a ladder.
yeah,
But I can't remember that happening. But when that happened, I just fell out my chair laughing.
I think it was against maybe Orton in their TLC match or Edge. One of the TLC matches that Cena was in, he did an FU on the ladder. It's good.
But just imagine Bobby backstage thinking, oh, this will look really cool, this. I'll get the ladder like there really uncomfortably and like go, wha-bam, and take a bump and whoa. You just stood there thinking it'd be more devastating if you just stood there with your arms held up like that and just dropped it.
Yeah, yeah.
Right.
Fantastic from Robert.
It's as good as the Sandman table suplex he would do.
The Sandman returned. this past week.
Oh, yeah.
He was a final battle. The lights went off and everyone thought, who's this going to be? It was the Sandman.
Yeah.
He helped Flip Gordon beat Bully Ray.
And he challenged him for the Ring of Honor title.
What?
No.
Oh,
Just final battle. Sandman was.
imagine if Sandman just calls out Jay Lethal. That'd be a match I'd want to see.
Yo.
Red guy. Isn't that James Mitchell's impression of him?
Yo.
Yo.
I got it. Anyway, Fabulous Truth, or Carmella and R-Truth, defeated Mahalisha, which get a point for their name. Didn't win this, though, in the Mixed Match Challenge Finals, which was also aired on Facebook Live.
Yeah.
Got a lot to take in with WWE, isn't there? And wow, what a great end to the Mixed Match Challenge.
Tell you what, though, their entrance was absolutely superb. R-Truth and Carmella's. They did a full-on rap. Forget like getting Pitbull out for WrestleMania and that. That was a class entrance. I genuinely really enjoyed their entrance. It was lit. It was lit, as the kids say.
Lit AF, Maffew.
Lit.
Oh, no.
AF.
Smiling,
it was-
smiling face emoji.
It was sick.
It was.
Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah. Yeah, it wasn't Omega Okada 4.
No,
which
it
I was saying
wasn't.
a match of the year. But yeah, it did what it was supposed to do. And then R-Truth at least got a laugh from me. Like, oh, you can go anywhere in the world. Where do you want to go? Where do you want to go? Hartford, Connecticut.
Stanford, Connecticut.
Oh, sorry,
think.
Connecticutians.
Connecticut. Yeah, all I want from this, because there'll hopefully be, well, there will be some like little segments of comedy. All I really want to see is them go to Triple H's house. That's just what I want.
Oh,
Oh, I hadn't thought about that.
Yeah.
If they actually keep up with this, like,
What I want it to be is
Okay.
is for it to be a sinister secret heel plot by R-Truth to get some sort of... Do you remember when Batista came out after the Elimination Chamber and Vince was like, here's your title shot, and he just beat Cena? I want R-Truth to get a similar one because he's gone to Stanford and just worked something out in Titan Towers. And he's actually a dick all along. That'd be class.
I could get one, not even meaning to get one. Hey, Vince, hey, look, just have a title shot. Get out of my house, please.
I hope it's a bit like Austin as well, where he goes and takes over
Oh,
the
yeah.
headquarters.
Yeah.
Just ransack Vince McMahon's office.
Well, all the CEOs are doing that dance. He's like, what are you doing? We'll get sued by Fortnite.
That's not how you floss.
Oh, then he does it.
This is how you floss.
This is actually going to happen now.
He's gonna...
He's gonna.
I still love the stand back. Stand back.
Stand back.
Vince has got a nice little voice on him. When I was a boy. Hogan's on the bass, just like rocking out.
Macho Man in the trumpet.
It's so good. I wish they'd do an updated version. It'd be so good. Anyway.
The Bar defeated The New Day and the Usos in the only 3 tag teams on SmackDown tag team title match.
Poor
Yeah.
sanity.
Well, it's all changed this year. We'll get on that later, won't we? But
Yeah, this was a very good exchangement of moves. So just
for once in these tag team matches, there were a big whoopsie. Kofi was tagged out, but they never recognised it.
Really?
Yeah.
Whoa.
And then Kofi stayed in there for ages, and that led to the finish. See, there you go.
Didn't Kofi, didn't everyone accuse Kofi of not tagging in one time, but he actually did, and he tweeted like proof and stuff?
I've not seen.
I
the
do
proof.
remember that, yeah.
I remember that one. Was it SummerSlam?
Can't remember, maybe.
yes,
Yeah,
because
I think it was
I went
SummerSlam.
back and put it in and went, yeah, you did.
No proof this time though. So I watched it back twice and proved it myself.
God, no wonder Sanity interfered on SmackDown. Braun Strowman triumphed over Baron Corbin.
I like
Kind of.
this.
Oh, I mean, yeah, thankfully
It was
going.
the right
all right,
ending.
all right.
It was short. Good. Let's move on from this.
Yep, that's all we need.
I like the bit though where they were like, he was like, well, it's a no DQ match. Maybe I could get some help. And I didn't realize at the time that all the baby faces were going to come out. I thought it was just Apollo Crews.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like,
Well, we're like, ooh, who's got? Oh, all right.
we'll get onto it in a bit, but I enjoyed this more than when they did the same angle the next night on Raw.
Right.
But yeah.
What was Apollo punished by Baron? Or it's just Apollo blaming Baron for being crap?
There was one innocuous thing that I can't remember.
Also, isn't Apollo mates with Finn Balor in kayfabe a little bit?
They both smile a lot.
Yeah,
Yeah,
A lot in common.
they're on Team Smiley, yes.
with Norman.
Hey. And Carol. Imagine her as a manager. She'd be the best heel ever. Just be an annoying Carol Smiley. What was it? Smiley, Carol Smiley. Let's do some changing rooms. I can't remember what she used to say. I'm sure it was Smiley, Carol Smiley.
No,
Carol
people
Smiley.
mocked her for that, yeah.
Was it?
It was on Dead Ringers, I believe, or... Anyway.
Ages ago now.
Anyway, descending into Brit
British
talk.
TV presenters
That's happened
again.
again, yeah.
Natalia defeated Ruby Riott in a Daddy Tables match. I believe that's a technical term. Yeah, Natty got her revenge here, like the Baron Corbin thing. I think this is... It's weird. We talked about before about women's feuds and how they've come a long way. That's great. Natty still got that proto-women's thing was, oh, she cried.
Yeah,
She cried because of reference to other wrestler. None of the men get that.
No.
You know, there's none of the men cry. Becky Lynch beats up people and gets cheered in headlines. Natty gets to cry a lot, and then...
It was a great cry, though. It had, like, spit on her lip and everything. It was authentic. I liked it. But you're right, though. You're right.
But, yeah, she beat the hell out of all of the Riot Squad. So.
Yeah.
This
that
was,
bump from Liv. Sorry.
Yeah.
Jesus.
She took the Cactus Jack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wasn't expecting that.
And I liked how, even though they're heels, they're all about like their togetherness and that. So they all ran around to make sure she was all right and stuff. That was, although they might have just actually been checking she was all right. It's the strongest Natalia's looked for ages. She beat up 3 women by herself, putting them through tables and all sorts. It was the point when she just picked up Sarah Logan and just went bang, and I was like, whoa. It was the only way the match could have ended, wasn't it, really?
Yeah.
Happy anniversary, by the way. Yesterday is where I sat here now for the greatest promo ever. Gay Meat.
Gay Meat.
Was a year ago yesterday.
Gay Meat.
Yeah, being down Kentucky, the bad thing. Gay Meat.
And she never spoke again.
I remember you pointing out, though, that she was fine when she was in charge of the catering.
She was. Remember when Kane got put on catering as a punishment when he was corporate Kane?
Yeah.
She was his manager, and she spoke fine. She must have been pissed, like me right now.
Yeah. So, okay, make sure there's stacks of gay meat in the back in case you ask for them. Speaking of the Riot Squad, I don't know where this interview took place, and I do apologise for the person who tweeted about it. You see the interview where they were interviewed by some guy, and I can't tell the difference between people trying to do cringe and actual cringe anymore.
Oh, is this the guy who asked them out?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Jesus
God.
Christ.
I mean, they dealt with it great. They look awesome.
Sarah Logan at the
Embarrassing.
end just was like, I want to piss and murder you or something.
She goes,
I'll
are you
destroy
from
you.
Tennessee? And we was like, no. She's like, no. Let me do the joke. All right. He goes like, because you're the only 10 I see.
Yeah.
And she looks right at him, dead in the eyes, and goes, I would make you cry.
I mean, she did grow up in the mountains with the wolves. She is terrifying.
She is engaged to one of the war raiders as
She's
well.
a real life Viking.
Yeah.
She grew up on her uncle's taters farm.
I think she's class.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's great in
When
that
she's
as
not
well.
talking about gay meat.
Yeah, anyway, gay meat. Speaking of gay meat, Finn Balor came out and wrestled Drew McIntyre. I'm, of course, referring to, his Twitter photos.
He gets that dick right in frame, doesn't he, in all the photos?
Perfectly. It's like, those things where the eyes follow you around the room, those paintings? The dick follows you around the room, even with your phone
Bellend
switched
follows
off.
you around the-
Like, my phone's not even on, I can still see it.
I wonder who produces his entrance. I wonder who was the person who came up with that camera shot where he's on the apron, legs.
Akimbo.
I was about to say 10 to 2, but that's like 20 to 4. Out like that. Just swoop round in the groin.
2:45. That's the RVD, just on the wall.
I don't know who it is, but I hope they got the Academy Award. To be Drew McIntyre in a match where it's like, all right, whatever. Ziggler showed up again to continue this 3-way feud. Hopefully this leads to the 3-way match and they move on to something else. Out.
Yeah, there's nothing really.
It was a
else to
shock.
say.
I was expecting Drew to just flatten Finn and get his win back, but
Yeah.
in the Observer today, Big Dave, I don't know whether he reports or he speculates. You can never tell the difference sometimes. Finn's in for a big Pushington now.
Whoa.
After that amazing win that he
That
got
win
'cause of
via
Ziggler.
somebody else.
Right.
I hope they
Uh-oh.
I
The
hope
kiss
they-
of death.
I hope they used the fact that he never lost the Universal title at some point. Did they use it? Have they used it already? Did he get a shot once?
He didn't get a rematch, did he?
Did he not?
Or was he the one that got one like 2.5 years later?
Maybe, yeah. Maybe.
Somebody did that. I can't remember. Oh, Blizzard, no one did it.
Yeah, the fact that we can't remember probably shows how effective it was. Moving on, Rey Mysterio defeated Randy Orton in a deadly chairs match.
Meltzer
which
tore into this and said it was crap. I thought it was all right.
I thought it was good as well.
it was time filling. I love the build up to it. It was very effective. Randy Orton just being a dick is fantastic. Ray's little dive with the chair.
Oh, yes.
Yeah,
The
that was good.
bodyboard, yeah.
But other than that, yeah, it was just okay. Next.
I was really surprised that Orton didn't win after he beat up Jeff Hardy. And I thought he was going to go on like a legend killer-esque thing, but with people from his generation. Like the OVW killer. Not that Ray was in it. You know what I mean, though.
I do know what you mean.
Shout out to Ray's taint as well for that bump off the when he did the wee off the apron. Taint first.
Oh, yeah.
Must have hurt that.
We can only hope.
Ray's taint.
Ray's taint for Hall of Fame.
Taint
Spoilers.
Mysterio
Taint Mysterio.
Junior.
Ronda Rousey defeated Nia Jax singles match. Actually, had a definitive end. It's the last time they wrestled, Alexa Bliss interfered. And she's dead, so she couldn't interfere in this one. Another great Ronda Rousey match.
Yeah, she's picked it up stupidly fast wrestling.
Yeah. In terms of consistency, she's got a shot for Wrestler of the Year just because of the lack of duds she's had.
Yeah. There's only one match I can think of on pay-per-view of hers that wasn't that. She only had one.
Bliss 2.
Bliss 2.
Yeah.
There's the only one that's been not special feeling in a way, but all the rest of them, she's just been class. Yeah.
Credit to Nia as well. Kept up with all the flippy sequences and the funny holds. No.
We all hate her.
Oh, yeah.
Broke Becky Lynch's face.
Fire her. Safest houses when Rousey did it looked like the most comfortable top rope splash to the floor ever. Going at Nia's arms. I'd love to do that. Yeah. Straight to Nia's arms.
Like your dad, like throwing you in the air when you were a band. Daniel Bryan defeated AJ Styles
Oh, this was a hell of a match.
in a GMO and a pole match.
I never got it first time round how good it was because I was pissed. But if you watch it a second time sober, you get it. Dave Meltzer was going radio rental about it, I saw.
Oh,
Loved it.
didn't give it 5 stars though, did he?
Did he not?
He gave it 4 3/4.
Because it wasn't in Japan.
It was class.
Yeah, probably,
it was
yeah.
class, and it's just like, you know, if you put Bryan and AJ in the ring, they'll probably have a very good match, and they did. Yeah.
Probably, yeah.
Bryan's just such a good heel.
Yeah, can't miss with these two. Not much to say when it's good, is
I
it?
know, yeah.
Oh, don't worry, I've plenty to talk about here. Dean Ambrose defeated Seth Rollins. Okay, on paper, the feud's been, you know...
Crap.
Yes.
Misjudged
Why
completely.
wasn't
yeah.
this a TLC match and Strowman Corbin wasn't a TLC? That could have just been no DQ or whatever. Why was this not a TLC match? They've already had one, maybe?
They've had a lot of match at the Money in the Bank 2
Yeah.
years ago.
But still, this needed something. This shouldn't have just been.
It
a
needed
singles
them
match.
both to just beat the crap out of each other rather than wrestle a wrestling match. And a slow wrestling match at that.
Right.
Why were they doing collar and elbow tie-ups?
Yeah, that's not a fight.
Right. They hate each other. There's so much dead feud. He brought up Roman Reigns' illness. Blah. Call an elbow.
It needed
Chin
Renee
lock.
Young to get up and chuck something in Seth's eyes or something
I
like
thought
that.
she was
but
going to do
yeah.
something.
I hate you so much. Reverse chin lock.
Yeah.
She was getting proper shifty on commentary, but it was just because Corey Graves was going, "What is your husband doing?" You know.
That better lead to something.
I hope she
because
just goes to SmackDown or Dean goes to SmackDown because it does my tits in.
because it doesn't make any sense because it's not actually part of the story. They're just saying, hey, we know what they know. I'm like, but we don't care. Yeah, there's going to be those people that are going to be bugging them on Twitter going, hey, you know, but it's like,
Yeah.
whatever,
Just get them on
pretend it's real, asshole.
Get them on separate brands.
Yeah, bizarre.
Ruin
Yeah,
their
didn't work
personal
for
life.
us. Yeah.
Split them up for 6 days a week, the pair of pricks. How dare they get married?
Because of Corey Graves' comments, we're moving you.
Should have thought that through a bit, shouldn't they?
Yeah.
Corey must have some air miles. He travels about all the time. He's Raw and SmackDown. Wow.
Might say he gets around.
Yeah.
Yeah, this happened. Crowd chanted for the women. A nice role
Boring-
reversal.
boring as well.
For Baron Corbin was chanted for as well. And yeah, it was nice. It was a weird change. See how we've come all these years. It used to be the women's match before the big match. Was like, all right, whatever. You know, now the men are getting this.
Yeah.
For the main event.
Mind you, though, for the finish, I did like the finish of that match. How Seth went a bit too far and then Dean just snuck in there. I like that bit because that bit made sense, but the rest of it was crap.
I think that's what they're trying to do with Cedric Buddy, but it didn't really come off that way. But yeah, okay, I'll give them the finish. They get 1 star for that. And Asuka defeated Becky Lynch and Charlotte Flair in a triumphant triple threat tables, ladders, and chairs match. Oh my.
Intense.
Intense. Thanks to
opinion, hasn't
Ronda Rousey, worst person in the world next to Nia Jax.
Well,
Split opinion, this finish, hasn't it?
well, I said the
Oh, well, sorry to interject, but who was getting death threats?
Him out there.
Was the Pacitti? Yes. We were getting death threats for not saying complimentary things about the finish. Just one.
one.
Well, I mean, how many do you need, right?
Yeah.
How dare he disagree with
Do you
an
have
opinion?
it there?
No, I deleted it out of frustration.
He deleted it.
He deleted everybody.
Oh.
So, I think me and Pachiro have a similar opinion. The match was really good. And then I said I just didn't like the finish because it took away a little bit from Asuka winning. And then someone on Twitter said to me, like, but it made sense. Like, that Ronda, and I agreed. I was like, it did make sense. Ronda's got beef with Becky and Charlotte. But the only reason I didn't like it was just because it took away a bit from Asuka looked lucky rather than the hardest.
Yeah, I mean, I would agree with what that guy said, actually, because this sets up things for the upcoming weeks.
Yeah, it does.
So that's what, on SmackDown, they're like, yeah, you didn't beat us.
Yeah.
I think it depends what they do with Asuka from here on out, me. That's why I'm a bit, more towards it making sense for WrestleMania and whatnot with the triple threat potentially that might now happen with Ronda and Charlotte and Becky. But if they have Asuka now squash everybody and became what used to be back in the day, I think it doesn't mind it.
Would you rather?
So what you're saying is you want Asuka, Carmella 3.
Yes.
Okay, great.
Would you rather have Ronda and Becky at WrestleMania in the main event or the triple threat?
I don't mind either way, me.
Okay.
I think they'd both be fantastic.
What would
either
the
way.
triple threat be? Like
Charlotte,
Asuka-
Charlotte, Becky, and Ronda.
Charlotte got screwed as well, didn't she?
I'd rather just
Yeah, they
Becky.
can do singles matches until WrestleMania. It's like, yeah, I could see that working.
I'd rather just Becky and Ronda, but I would feel bad for Charlotte in that case because she's been. I mean, it's just what happens, isn't it? Her mates become massively popular, but you know.
But then, like, Charlotte can go, I did something my dad never did, which was headline WrestleMania.
Mm.
I think it'd be good either way.
And then Becky could go, yeah, my dad didn't headline WrestleMania.
Yeah, no, Mr. Lynch.
Mr. Lynch. Okay, so TLC. It was, people said this was one of the super shows of the year. I wasn't one of them. I think there was some very good stuff, but the hour in the middle was just pointless.
I thought because I watched the full 5 hours from your video before, and I thought it flew by, which
Really?
I thought was a fun night
I guess maybe
compared to
when
most of the shows.
there's more matches, but they're shorter, it does that, maybe.
Yeah.
And then the matches that got a lot of time were like Bryan and AJ, the main event, which were the two best ones. Yeah.
The good stuff was good, the bad stuff was bad.
Yeah. I don't understand everyone on that point. Everyone like really loved Hell in a Cell. They were like, Hell in a Cell was a great show, wasn't it?
They did.
Well, I thought that a lot of it was good, like the undercard and stuff, but I thought that it got a bit ruined for me by the finish of the main event when Lesnar came back and the referee went, that's enough of this Hell in a Cell match, Brock. I don't know.
I don't think that ruins it as much as other people said, because all of the Raw main event scene this year has been wank.
It ruined the Jeff Hardy Orton one though. You're in the demonic Hell in a Cell. Oh, he can't continue. Better call the match off.
Oh, but he pinned him before. Orton looked like a dick.
I thought he pinned him.
He pinned
yeah,
him as the cage was being raised for medical people to get to Jeff.
Yeah.
Oh, well, yeah.
Dixie missed the
It
splash.
shouldn't be raised at all. That's what I'm getting at. Demonic
he
Hell in a
should
Cell.
die.
This big red cage.
They brought people out for Foley. You know, and Terry Funk got chokeslammed out of his shoes.
And for Shawn Michaels. And the cameraman got hit in the first one. That's how Shawn Michaels was able to escape.
I also remember that during WrestleMania, as we were watching it live, I remember checking Twitter, and for the first half of the show, everyone was like, "This is on track to be like the best WrestleMania ever." And then after the halfway point, it went, But the first half of that Mania was pretty good.
Yeah, if you got rid of all the bad stuff, these shows have been awesome this year. If they weren't 5 hours,
So
they'd be great.
Takeover's been good then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Any other closing thoughts on TLC before we move on to the other news?
Fun.
The news in brief, with the what do you call it? The shake 'em up.
Superstar
Yes.
Shaker. Oh, we're going to
Superstar Shake-Up.
No,
No,
sorry,
no,
not the Superstar Shaker. We're going to shake up Raw and
Right.
SmackDown.
We're going to shake up this podcast by
We're all now in charge
taking
of
it
the
back, even though we had it anyway.
Yes. We're putting you in charge. It's
He is
everyone
Baron
started a
Corbin.
union
He
as
is
soon as he heard that. So, Heavy Machinery from NXT.
Otis and Tucker.
Duck it.
Yeah.
Meep, 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 meep.
Stakes and weights. EC3, yes, your God and mine. Heading to SmackDown Live. We don't know about Nikki Cross, Lacey Evans, or Lars Sullivan.
Well,
it's actually on SmackDown. No, I think it's Lars
Heavy
Sullivan.
Machinery. I made a mistake, me.
Oh, no
Heavy
worries.
Machinery have tweeted Otis tweeted the naughty man, the identical tweet, but with Raw and SmackDown in different ones. He's like, "We're coming to SmackDown." I saw that and I was like, "Let's do a news video." And then further down his feed, "We're going to Raw," and I was like,
Oh, yeah, your pants down.
"He has. He's had my pants right down."
All these other people about to tweet this like Pro Wrestling Daily or whatever the hell. It's
Oh.
like, no.
I was already starting. My notifications were like,
You should just put out 2 articles.
well,
We can't confirm Heavy Machinery going to Raw. We can't confirm Heavy Machinery going to SmackDown.
One of the articles, one of the news pieces that I think did the most clicks on Cultaholic.com was a joke one that I did, which was Tommaso Ciampa rates Tommaso Ciampa match 5 stars. He did. He rated his own match 5 stars. And
I was almost tempted to today because Dalton Castle's commented on the WWE rumours. He's going to have had an offer from a big money offer from WCW, which I'm considering. And I almost did one. Dalton Castle claims to be considering an offer from WCW.
It is good when wrestlers see like a tweet they've done has made like an article, and they're like, "What? Really? This is news." So, that'll be good. Yeah. Any thoughts on the upcoming new recruits?
Can't wait for Otis. Big fan.
All right.
Hope they bring his family in.
I'm excited to see whether EC3 is a bit of an Elias, because obviously EC3 is really charismatic and stuff and has a good look, but he's not a super worker. He's not like Gargano or whatever. But don't get annoyed But
Oh, I agree with you.
I thought you were going to be like.
No, I think
he's
I've said every
supposed-
time about him. I think he's more main roster than
Yes, like
than,
an Elias.
than NXT.
Yeah. So it'll be interesting to see how he does. Because he was in WWE Developmental, wasn't he?
Yes.
Like, so he already knows how to. And in Impact, his gimmick was almost like WWE Superstar, but in Impact.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'll be interested to see how he does.
Yeah. Mark Haskins signs with Ring of Honor
Good.
along with PCO.
Yeah.
All the more reason to watch Ring of Honor. I'm not watching Ring of Honor.
Do you want to see Villain Enterprises? That's Skull's new stable, alongside PCO and Brody King, my brother.
What's the link
That's a
there?
weird
I
team.
know.
Maybe-
Well, I looked at that. Just looked at them in the ring together, stood next to each other. I was like, what bounds them together?
I
Just
guess
seems like random 3 times on Fire Pro.
I once went on a night out with my two mates for one of their birthdays, but they're both like big lads, 6 foot plus, and I was like the little one in the middle, and I felt like a sort of like pop star being flanked by his two heavies, sort of like Floyd Mayweather or
Or
something.
Spud with AOP.
Yeah. So yeah, it was. So maybe it's gonna be that. Maybe Marty's gonna be like the dick leader, and they're gonna be, the heavies. I don't know.
That's it. They'll go, Dick Leader, Dick Leader.
Yeah.
He slowly raises his umbrella. Chris Jericho announces second cruise. Please be called Cruise Control.
Chris, you know what to do. Just get in touch.
I've just put this in this week because, after last time, Chris, how many tickets did Cultaholic shift for you, pal?
Yeah, come on.
Hundreds.
Hey,
Millions.
we reference 5-star wrestling every week, and we put them on the map.
We
It
put
just
you-
says, and he better give us tickets on this as well.
Let's move on.
Yeah, subtle enough. Oh, biggest news of them all. Volta versus Pac has been announced by OTT in February.
Nice.
The news to follow that, I'm going to there. I've got to go.
Okay.
Not booking anything yet, so,
That's like you. That's
not
like
touch
you.
wood, but
Did
I've
you
got
book
to
that,
go.
man?
Yeah, really?
Yeah.
If that's not going to make me go over to friggin' Ireland, then nothing is. Volta versus Pac.
You're right.
Really? It's actually happening.
Okay, that's good.
I don't believe it.
I'm more
So
excited.
give it a week to see if everyone's going to die.
I'm more excited for Osprey versus Pac.
She's going to scroll down Neville's Twitter. Ha ha! Fooled you.
Never even heard of Walter. No.
I'm going to Raw instead. Scroll down a bit further. Going to SmackDown. I took that too far.
That was good. I like that. Elite finish up with Ring of Honor with the mysteriousness surrounding all Elite Wrestling. Do we know
That-
anything more yet? Or
Well, Big Daddy Dave today said it's got to be true. It might be true, to be fair. They wanted Bandito, but they couldn't give him info on a TV deal or something else. So there you go. And Ring of Honor swooped in. And
you
got
heard
him.
it here first.
Ring of Honor swooped in and got him instead because they obviously have more solid, clarity on those sort of fronts.
Ring of Honor
I think
getting quite protective here.
That really surprised me because Bandito was in the main event of All In as well, and obviously All In's the people who are running All Elite Wrestling. So I thought, Bandito will be obviously on there. But
I thought that's weird, because according to Dave, they were keen on signing him, but they couldn't give him any details on what the TV deal was or any particulars like that. And I thought that'd be part of what would bring people in, would it not? Look at what we're going to do on TV. Come and, do you fancy that?
Right?
Yeah.
They went, well, can I see the numbers, please? And they just went, the Elite, the Elite.
to sweep me when you meet.
It goes, I'm not saying we haven't got a TV deal, but we will get you tickets to the Jericho Cruise too.
It's just weird.
Hello,
though.
Ring of Honor.
Bandito to Ring of Honor feels like, when there's a football transfer and they just look wrong in the strip, like Robbie Fowler when he went to Leeds. It's just like that. It's a bit weird. Yeah.
Nice. And finally, Nick Miller, released from NXT.
Sad.
But for good reasons, though. He's just had a ban.
Oh, is it that way?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, fair enough.
He didn't say anything on Twitter, just put a picture of him in the band. Like, all right, can't argue with that.
That is a child in Geordie dialect.
Oh,
Ben.
sorry.
Everyone else.
Shy Ben's getting out, is the saying.
That'll be a new tag name.
Shy people get nothing.
When you're a kid, you've got to be.
So it's Duolingo.
If you want to shag somebody,
Whoa.
you tell them.
Whoa.
Shy Ben's getting out.
Yeah.
I want to shag you. What
Yep.
the hell's going on?
I mean, you're talking crap, but I also support what you're saying.
I don't think I've ever managed to sleep with someone by saying, I want to shag you.
I've had more success telling someone.
Excellent.
In the films, it's like, oh, I'll give hints, and then just be like, whoosh. You're like, look, this is what I want to do. Yeah, are you in or not? Coincidentally, that was what the Elite told Bandito. So it doesn't always work.
Every
Everybody get excited for the Cultaholic Hall of Fame!
Oh, Tim's everyone's favourite part of the show, the Hall of Fame.
Way!
What?
Way!
Oh. And descending order. The DDT Empty Arena match that Jack the Jobber described in minute detail last week.
Yeah.
20%. Ooh. Jingle All the Way, the Arnold Schwarzenegger classic, starring Big Show.
I'm going to bank this on people getting confused with the song rather than the film. Should have put film in brackets and it would have won.
What song?
Jingle all the way.
Jingle bells.
Oh, it's Jingle Bells. Bollocks to Christmas. Bollocks to it all.
That's its Impact name.
I want Ross to drink every session. You know, wait, 26%. But, yes. A resounding winner here with Big Show's Big Chair from TLC 2012, 54%. Check it out. Yeah. Can you check it out? Unsure if you can actually see it or not.
Yeah, I'll put it in.
We'll zoom in.
Yeah, I pointed out it
Awesome.
beforehand, so Pritchett, you can put a nice.
I like the reward is you get a 5-second glimpse at the board and it's hidden away.
Well, yeah, because it's a death trap. That if we get robbed, that's
Where's Fraser to hold it up?
Clean the bogs.
Oh yeah, sorry. So I thought it was a very successful Hall of Fame.
All right, yeah, fair enough.
All right, as the winner, I'll pick myself the gun first because I've got one.
Okay.
Well, you guys, I know that you always have one prepared
got
because
one,
you're very
I've got
professional.
I've got one, but it's crap.
I am picking, for saying negative things about them earlier, to Ring of Honor related one. It's Cody Rhodes and Brandy Rhodes, or whatever they call themselves.
Of course it is.
Ring of Honor.
Of course it is.
Dressed as Big Boss and the Boss from Metal Gear from Final Battle.
She was the boss. I
That's
thought
right.
she was Eva, but no, she's
No.
in the white, wasn't she? She was what the boss changes into later on. Yes, fantastic. Yeah, good cosplay.
Yes. I mean, if you're going to cosplay with effort.
Yeah.
I will say that they do own a big white dog, and they didn't have Dee Dee from Diamond Dogs. So if you don't vote for them, I completely understand because there was a huge opportunity that they missed.
I just remembered there that this week Becky Lynch called Ronda Rousey a Roddy Piper cosplayer.
Yes. And she was right.
No, that's a good pick. That
Got nothing.
I like the. I've only
Did
played.
you see the match at Final Battle though? The heat was nuclear.
Yeah.
I don't know why I attempted to do that in front of people that don't get the reference, but I'm happy nonetheless. Jack, what is your pick for Hall of Fame?
My pick is the noble bear. The bear, just the creature, the bear. There is no animal on this earth.
You don't know what you're going to get with Jack some weeks, do you?
There is no creature on this earth that I have more of a built-in fear of than a bear. I'm just so scared by them. I did that rhyme the other week, I think it was. If it's black, fight back. If it's brown,
You
lie
did.
down.
You did do that,
If it's
that's
white,
right.
good
People
night.
said you were wrong.
What?
Wait,
People,
is that true?
People said that rhyme was wrong.
Is it?
I don't know. I saw at least one comment where someone was like, "It's wrong."
I continued my research of
From a bear.
I continued my research of bears, deepening my fear of them this week. I saw 2 videos. One was a
Grizzly Man.
No, I've seen Grizzly Man. What a documentary that is. Terrifying. He's just knocking about with these bears. He calls them nicknames like, here's Mr. Chocolate. Hi, Mr. Chocolate. And the bears...
Bloody racist.
No. Bears love chocolate. But, no, I saw a video of an Arctic explorer in like a little glass pod with like bulletproof glass on it or whatever, like reinforced glass. In this pod, in the middle of the Arctic, this polar bear comes up and just starts pounding on it and stuff. And he's inside going like, it's really getting angry now. And I'm just like, how are you doing that?
I was watching something on Russian TV. It's a famous fighter. I can't remember who it was.
Khabib. Nurmagomedov.
No, it was
Oh, right.
like 90s maybe. Whoever it was, and they're in this Perspex tunnel.
Oh, no.
On one side of the tunnel's a bear. This fighter's on the other side. In the middle is like a Perspex thick sheet. And they have like a push and walk to see who can push it. This big bear against this fighter. The bear wins.
Bears are terrifying.
I would know that, but I would still watch it.
Yeah, it was good. Very entertaining.
Also,
And
just
so yeah, with a brown bear, pretend to be dead is your best chance.
lie down. If it's brown, lie down.
With a black bear, scaring it off is your best chance.
If it's black, fight back.
With a polar bear, you have no chance.
If it's white, good night. It was right.
No.
Yeah.
Take that, commenter.
Aye.
Get him.
Also, just a disappointing moment in my life involving bears. I was at a festival once, and me and my mates. You know, when it's part of a festival, you don't know which band you want to go and see. So, like, one of your mates has heard of one of the bands on one of the stages. It's like a late one after the main bands were on. It was a DJ set by the Two Bears. Don't know if you've heard of them. And we went believing and hoping that they'd be dressed as bears, and they weren't. They were just two sort of 30-year-old men just doing this song that was like, give me a bear hug. Yeah, give me a bear hug. So that was disappointing. Anyway, my nomination goes to Bears. The noble bear. Ross.
Christmas.
Oh my God.
Oh, no.
Going for Christmas.
Boo.
Nothing finer. A cold winter's eve, sat in a pub with an open fire with a pint of warm cider.
So you've gone for Christmas time, not Christmas Day.
Christmas. Ambiguous term.
Ambiguous Christmas.
Ambiguous Christmas. Take with it what you will. Christmas is my nomination for Hall of Fame.
So a cold winter's night and you've had a cider. So what you did before this podcast then?
I thought you were. I didn't realize you were. I know Sam was quite Christmassy in this office. I didn't realize you also were.
No, I like going home back to Morpeth Town.
Yeah.
Go to me mum's. Have some meat.
Some gay meat.
It's not. I don't. I like Christmas, but it's always a bit of a disappointment that I don't get that going home and hanging out with your old mates because I went to school in Newcastle and we all were from around the area. So I'm from Jarrow. Don't have that many mates from Jarrow itself.
I have a 15.6 mile drive back to Morpeth Town from my flat. Put a bit of Christaberg on. I'm going home for Christmas.
Driving over
Christmas.
Good song.
Got to do it.
Yeah. I do like going back home to Bish and seeing people. They always go, yeah, all right, mate, you still doing that wrestling? I'm like, yeah, you still smoking crack? And you go, yeah. I'm like, I know. I've seen the inside of your mouth. You're like a foreign plug. So always a blast going home to Bish. The people know exactly who I'm talking about. Love you all. But yeah.
Do you see?
I'm still not going to vote for you, though.
Do you
How dare
see-
you, Christmas?
Do you see Danny O'Doherty about in Bish when it's Christmas? The wrestler.
No, he doesn't talk to me.
All right.
He owes me money.
O'Doherty's in town. Yeah, it's
Oh,
just
is he?
Yeah.
So just to
funny
explain the
that.
potential voters, because obviously it's we're off next week. We have
Yes.
recorded a roundup of the year, end of year awards to take its place. This vote will last 2 whole weeks.
Whoa!
So on the first podcast, the first podcast back, the first podcast back of the year, that's when this result will be revealed. So you've got bare time to vote.
Bear time.
Bare time.
Get them bears.
Bear.
Bare time.
Bear.
B-A-R-E. Bare, meaning a lot.
Yeah, bear. It's
Bear retweets. That was my thing back in the day.
Bear fan.
I've never used that
Yeah,
like
bear
that.
retweets.
Bear.
Stick
Because
a
stop
tweet.
saying bear. Subconsciously, I want people to vote for Jack.
Christmas. Get a Christmas. Christmas.
Metal Gear.
Bears.
Christmas. And if you want to vote, patreon.com/Cultaholic.
Bears.
But 2 weeks.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, the Raw and SmackDown recap.
Now the wrestling roundup.
Woody's Roundup.
Come on and gather round.
He's the rootinest, tootinest
Tootinest
cowboy
cowboy
in the Wild Wild West.
Woody's Roundup. He's the old prospector. He's a heel in the end. Jessie's the cowgirl, there she is. And Bullseye's his bloody horse. It's time. Yeah. Anyway.
Toy Story 2 was not very good.
Hey, whoa.
Toy Story 1 amazing.
Toy Story
Toy
1's the
Story
best
3 makes me cry. Toy Story 2 is just kind of there.
2's also excellent. It's got Al.
Is it?
Al's Toy Barn.
It's good. Not saying it's not bad, but Toy Story 1, I mean.
Well, yeah. I mean, yeah. Whatever. Yeah.
Nah, we'll disagree because I'm right.
I like them all.
Yeah.
On Raw, Mr. McMahon announced the entire McMahon family, apart from Linda, would take control of Raw and SmackDown Live. And they did,
Yeah.
because
yeah,
they own
yeah.
it.
Yeah. They already were in control of it.
Yeah.
I didn't get it.
I hated this segment. It gave me 4 grey hairs, Maffew. I had 2 on each side down here, which is why I've had them shaved off.
Oh, right.
Why did you hate it?
So many lies, so many inconsistencies. Why the hell was Stephanie going, what did you say about Baron Corbin? Boo, me dad's a bit deaf. She hired him. She fired Kurt Angle to get him in.
Yeah.
And you had, obviously, the Taken Back thing. They owned it all along. What else was there? I went on like a 12-minute rant on my video this week, so just if you want to see that, go for it. I've forgotten everything that happened. But there was so much just wrongness about that segment.
Also,
Wrongness.
Shane could have dressed up as well.
And why was he there? Surely he should love the fact that SmackDown are doing bad. Raw's doing bad.
Yeah.
As
Right.
the figurehead of SmackDown, the opposition apparently.
Why did Stephanie bow down to her dad? Anyway,
Money?
right, yeah.
I'm prepared to accept crap like this that doesn't make sense if it means stuff like Baron Corbin not being GM for 3/4 of one Raw show every week is gone. So, yeah, it did shake things up. It did get rid of the crap. So I'm prepared to accept that it didn't make any sense because the ends justified the means.
All right.
But I get where you're coming from. And then Baron Corbin
Came out. Yeah.
contradicting
I loved
himself.
it when this match was just starting and Michael Cole goes, Baron Corbin almost got his at TLC.
He did.
He
did.
got it all.
Yeah.
I've just seen it again for some
And he
reason.
got it again. Vince liked it so much, he booked it twice.
Yep.
Um,
Amongst other changes, other than Baron Corbin must lose every Raw now. Maybe that's a tradition. The automatic rematch clause has been disabled. I think we'll see how long that lasts until
Yeah, I
they
don't
realise it's
mind-
really easy writing.
I don't mind that, to be honest with you, because obviously it's inconsistent, isn't it?
yeah.
It's stupid.
Yep.
And sometimes it leads to like pay-per-views that are a bit more boring than they should be.
Yep. And also, Lucha House Party rules
Good.
no longer good. So, which means that they were the bad guys all along.
They were
Yeah.
aligned with Corbin. Yeah.
Rollins took the side of the Revival.
Didn't get that
Ah.
wrong. And so the Revival defeated the Lucha House Party, now sadly handicapped, having wrestled a two-man tag team, Aldous Payne and the B Team to earn a Raw Tag Team Championship match.
But at least Grand Metalik had a Vuvuzela.
Is that it?
Renee Young goes, is that a Vuvuzela?
And Corey's like, no! By the way, how's your husband?
That sounds like I'm sure Vic Reeves once described a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle as a kung fu terrapin. Is that one of them kung fu terrapins? It might have been Bob Mortimer, the funnier of the two, in my opinion.
Oh, by a mile.
Yeah, more naturally funny man.
I love to go fishing with Bob Mortimer. There's that TV. You seen that program on BBC One? It's Bob Mortimer and bloody Paul Whitehouse go fishing. It's four episodes long. They just go fishing and they just have a big crack. And it's lovely half-an-hour television. Bob had a massive heart attack.
Jesus.
What, a fishing?
No, he had I don't know what brought it on, but he had a big one. He talks about it quite a lot in the thing. You think Bob Mortimer, he did that dance, didn't he?
Yeah.
Fit man. He wouldn't get a heart attack.
He did used to fall on every episode of Big Night Out. Oh, Vic, I've fallen.
Oh, Vic, I've fallen, yeah.
Vic. Oh, was that a pubic stretch? Aye, it was, Vic.
You dirty work-shy fop.
You lie and get. You lie and
You
get.
lie and get.
Anyway,
Think of big night out memes.
do a whole episode of this. Here's Les. Bring him on.
Yeah. Spin, spin, spin
The wheel of justice. See how fast the bastard
So,
turns.
I never saw Big Night Owl a lot.
Ah, it was.
I'm more of a shooting stars is mine.
Smell of Reeves and Mortimer was my first one. The first series isn't that good, but the second series is the funniest thing they've ever done, in my opinion. That's do you ever see this? Oh, Mole, all they're gonna know hair.
No.
I-
No.
I'm not saying I didn't love you, but to kill you, but you are partially to blame. You bought me chocolate digestives when you knew I preferred the plain. Anyway, stuff like that. Moving on. The Revival are now killers. I mean, they've been up and down like a hose drawers, as my granddad would say.
Oh my God.
But,
Jesus Christ.
Not as
can't say that.
Not as we would say.
Not as we- yeah.
as we would
as my
say.
granddad would say.
Yeah.
He's right here, writing my lines for me. But yeah, so Revival get another push. Will it
Yeah.
last? Let's find out.
I love this though, because like, you're now the authority fans. Shane McMahon books a fatal four-way involving the B Team, the Lucha House Party, and the Authors of Pain, and the Revival. Because that's what the fans want. I didn't personally.
I didn't
Just
mind.
Just,
I didn't mind.
who are the other tag teams on Raw?
just hand it to the Revival. That's what the fans would do. Just have the Revival win that.
But are the fans on Raw actually into Revival? Or is
We
it,
are.
are we saying this because we love them because we're NXT fans? I don't hear a lot of
Maybe.
like noise for them, Revival.
We're the biggest demographic, aren't we? Males from between 18 and 59 or whatever it is. It's an old audience, Raw, isn't it?
Right. But I think just by default there might be. I mean, the champions are Boy Rude and Chad Gable. Yeah, I think you're right. And then the rest of the show was taken over by Natalya winning a gauntlet match. Bit of a surprise, but
Yeah.
then again, not a surprise at the same time, given that she has beaten Ruby Riott and the other rioters,
Yeah.
like the French.
It was good. It wasn't as good as the men's one from earlier in the year, but it was still good.
I think they were going for that, but
Yeah.
it wasn't.
But did
the
you
right
hear
thing.
how hot the crowd are for Sasha Banks to win? Oh, it's that
Yeah.
time of year again when everyone remembers how good Sasha Banks is.
Yeah.
Apart from WWE's booking team who just don't want to.
I don't mind it, Mick.
What
I
a
think
weird
they'll
2018 she's had.
they'll knock it down and build it back up when Ronda's a bit ready for a proper
Hopefully.
feud.
See also the Revival.
Yeah.
But yeah, Natalya won. Kind of like a golf clap, like, oh, okay, well done.
She made Sasha Banks tap out, and you don't often see babyfaces tap out clean. Yeah, that was fair enough. I mean, it carried on a momentum from TLC. So
I mean, hopefully this is the start of like, oh, hello, friend, and then maybe she gets annoyed and they actually turn, because if it's just going to be friend versus friend, Also, Jack Swagger voice there.
Well, they've already had the match, haven't they? As we're sat here now, but we'll not talk
spoilers.
about it. Yeah.
Oh, of course, because in a very nice way, they did 2 tapings so they can actually enjoy Christmas with their family. Unlike last year,
and people moan
the
about
bastards.
I wouldn't moan about it.
Were people? I didn't actually see.
Oh, the
I saw
internet
people
don't like
moaning
it.
about people moaning, but I didn't see anybody
How
actual moan.
dare they go home and spend Christmas Day with the family? How dare
I'm
they?
Not even giving a gift. Acknowledge them.
Also, because 205 Live's on Boxing Day, there won't be a 205 Live. It'll just be the best of 2018 for 205 Live, which I think is quite good.
Which will just be Drew Gulak matches.
No, there's more than... No, what are you on about? Silly.
I'm sorry. As a part of the shake-up, obviously things happened on Raw, and we'll come to SmackDown in a minute, but 205 Live was felt there as well, because Brian Kendrick came without beard.
Yeah, but he's still the man with the
I'm not
plan.
convinced it was Brian Kendrick, mate. I think it was his son.
Kai and
His
Bendrick.
grandson, actually.
He looked 20 again. Yeah. Anyway, it was nice. I did graded this week because Sam was proper busy, so I did graded for 205 Live and NXT, and loved that main event. It was like, it wasn't like technical or superb or anything. It was just fun, just 4 lads just beating each other up with weapons. It was good.
Yeah, and Itami's still employed. Who's that coming?
I think he's going to get a push again though. The way they're going, he beat Noam Dar.
Yeah, out the door. Bye. Anyway, to SmackDown.
It's Kenta as well.
It was Kenta. It was Kenta when TVs were 4x3. SmackDown, my man talked to ladies, and obviously because Baron Corbin has done such a bad job at his job, all the GMs have been, well, obviously apart from Regal, be taken down, even though Paige has done nothing wrong.
It made me angry that. She's been
Thank you, Paige. Thank you very much. Hey.
Yeah.
being understated, didn't make it about herself, didn't use words like first ever and historic all the flipping time.
Yeah. When
She
all
was
the
very
women
good.
went up to her backstage in gorilla position shouting at shit and go, shut up! Follow me! Like, oh, Christ. Left, right, left, right, left, right.
Steph was like the Pied Piper of Hamlin. She was like, out on the stage, come on.
Lovely boys. Yeah, it's kind of like when your little brother does something bad and you both get punished.
Aye.
So, thanks, Paige.
Can relate to that.
Yes, very relatable. SmackDown Women's Champion Asuka defeated Naomi, who was like, hang on, you're not the only women on the show. And Asuka beat her and said, yeah, I am.
I loved when Naomi did a slide down the entrance ramp and Vince went, oh, there she is. It was really good.
Give me that look again.
It's good.
I'll read.
The 2 cosplayers, Ric Flair and Roddy Piper, who were best friends when they were wrestling. I think you said earlier in a different video.
Oh,
I
yeah,
said
the one
that.
bit this segment annoyed me.
Becky, compared to Austin, compared to Punk, compared to everybody else who's anti-authority and all this.
With
Vince McMahon
microphone
talked
in
to her.
hand, no less. She had the microphone in her hand and Vince goes, get over that, you numpty. She stands there going, what are you talking about?
Ah, come
Okay,
on.
you
boss.
can't be so harsh
Oh,
like that."
father, what are you? It reminded me of when, do you remember when Raw, all the superstars went on strike apart from Sheamus, Cena, and CM Punk? Ultimate anti-authority
That
rebel
Raw.
Punk goes, I can do commentary. Oh, can I wear your blazer? Oh, wicked. I was like, oh.
Can we not talk about that, Raw?
Yeah, sorry.
One of the worst ones in history. The Miz and Mandy Rose defeated R-Truth and Carmella.
Yeah, I thought it was Maurice, though.
Yay! Because they all look the same.
Great little segment with Vince and Miz, where Miz asked for his blessing,
Oh, yeah.
asking for Shane's hand in tag team partnership.
It was like a mix between a marriage proposal and a, is Shane out in, can Shane
Vince
come out
actually
and
said
play?
that.
Hello, Mr. McMahon.
Shane can't come out and play right now.
Oh,
Vince's voices. Vince needs to start doing voiceovers. Remember in the Attitude Era when Freddie Blassie would do them for like Judgment Day and stuff, and he'd do, what was the use long demonic words for the Undertaker and Kane feud and fit in perfectly. Vince can do that now. Freddie Blassie. Forget the management stuff.
Before-
What would you
Greatest voiceover ever in wrestling history, Freddie Blassie.
But
That's
before-
gotta be 2K19 in your stocking this Christmas.
Before Vince did them in the Attitude Era, I mean, before Blassie did them, Vince did them. Like, oh, we've got a great show. No.
I'm gonna talk by breathing in the entire show. How the hell did he do that? And then, similar to Naomi coming out and challenging Asuka, Gallows and Anderson point out that they hadn't been on SmackDown TV
Since August?
Yeah, and I forgot who they were. I thought they were the main event Superstars team. I thought I'd be like, well, they're on SmackDown. I can't remember. And they reminded everyone that they are on this brand. And then Sanity were like, yeah, you're right. And they beat up the Usos as well.
They
Yeah.
need to do something, don't they? Because we can't just watch the Bar and Usos
Yep.
and New Day, can we? So
Yeah, they've been relying on them to go out and have a great match every time, but they can only get you so far. So, like that, new blood. And speaking of new blood, AJ Styles and Mustafa Ali.
Yeah. In line for a big push, apparently.
I think I was complaining last time because Mustafa Ali was not getting the title shot against Buddy Murphy. This is why I'm okay.
Yeah.
And if you did the new Daniel Bryan and Andre Cien Almas,
Yep.
reminded that he's employed there, so that's good as well. Yeah, hell of a match.
Yes.
And the reaction when Mustafa Ali came out wasn't like, oh my God, it's Ali. But I think it's his second time on the show. That'll come, and pinning Daniel Bryan, clean as a whistle, will definitely help.
Well,
after nearly murdering them,
Yeah.
fire and boo.
no.
I got criticism for that because people. I said that like, oh, you're not saying that for him, are you? People are like, yeah, he did a 0.5 floor. That's punch. Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, we've all got our favourites.
I like to wind people up.
You're good at it.
Yeah.
Some of these people deserve it.
So that I thought was all right. NXT was good this week as well. I was on it. No, there was a jobber who looked a bit like me.
What?
Yeah, on NXT this week, Heavy Machinery squashed a pair of lads. One of them looked a bit like me.
Which one?
The one with the slightly longer hair. They both look quite similar, but one had like buzzed hair and one of them had longer hair.
If you say so.
He got battered.
I love you, Jack.
But the main event was really good.
Oh, never mind that. Mr. Dominic
Dijakovic. Yeah.
Dijakovic, yes.
Dijakovic.
Not going to get that right at all. Yes, they've made his name like him, long and hard.
Oh, dear.
Anyway, the main event was also long and hard.
It was great.
Cage match between Black and Gargano.
Yes.
Black looking to win, but who should help Gargano? But
Tommaso Ciampa.
dun dun dun.
And then he didn't just help him and leave. They did the old DIY finish in the middle of the ring, and everyone went, "What?" Oh, fantastic!
I can't believe that Gargano tried to do something evil and he didn't mess it up.
Yeah.
Getting himself a knee in the head instead. So he's coming on. He's actually improving Gargano in the whole evil thing.
I liked this as a match even without the finish as well. It was really good. I liked the bit where it was kind of a New Japan type spot where he had the Gargano escape on. Black lifted him up and slammed him into the cage to get him off, but he held it on. And the crowd sort of went, oh, but if that happened over in like New Japan or somewhere, PWG, everyone would have been like, oh, the psychology is too much to bear. It was great.
You do hear that often in PWG crowds. So the DIY may be back, but this time we know what the D stands for, right?
No.
Diddlers.
That's right.
Diddlers it yourself. Diddler? Do I do it yourself?
Do they wear yellow ever?
Diddler it yourself.
Did
And another news, Volta versus Pac has been announced for OTT.
Yes, Maffew.
In February.
Yes.
OTT in February, Ireland. OTT.
That's it for the week in wrestling, isn't
I'm
it?
going to press pass for that, can't I?
You can try, yeah.
OTT in February.
Let's have a rummage in our mailbags.
All right, here's the mailbag. As every week, I only get to see these when they're put in front of me. Number 1. Hey guys, hope you're all doing well and good.
Thank you.
My question is a simple one. If you were given tickets to go to any moment in wrestling history and watch it live, without knowing the outcome, what would it be? For me, it would be Seth Rollins' Money in the Bank cash-in. I felt that was one of the last times WWE made the best of a bad situation and is one of the top WrestleMania moments of all time. I'll never forget cheering and shouting Seth on when he ran down the ramp when his music hit. One of my favourite moments of all time. Would love to know your pick. Congrats on getting the 400k subs.
Cheers.
Got it
Thank
twice, didn't we?
Yeah, we did.
Because
Why, did we lose?
YouTube, we put out a tweet saying, look at us, 400k subs, isn't that good? Thanks and that. One day later, YouTube, we're going to remove all the spam accounts.
Oh, right.
Thankfully, we only
Yeah.
lost like, I think it was about 900 or
Yeah,
maybe.
not that much actually.
Not
I was
that many.
pleasantly surprised. So then we got 400k again and put out another one. Cheers, everyone.
It sucks on Twitter does that because you lose like,
Oh.
wait, what did I say? It's like, oh no, it's all the fake ones. Will. Anyway, thank you for what you do and the content you provide. From Waleed from Peterborough.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Waleed. And oof.
I know
So
what
if
mine
you
would
don't
be.
know the outcome, but you want, so just don't.
To experience it live.
ECW when the fans got in the ring collapsed it.
Oh.
I'd be straight there. That looks so much fun.
To be there when mass transit happened.
Oh.
Just for the bragging right.
I'd go for 1 year earlier than Waleed. I'd want to go to New Orleans in WrestleMania 30. Because imagine,
Oh, yeah.
I've been fortunate enough to go to 2 WrestleManias, right? And the cities were lovely in that, especially Dallas. I like Dallas. But the problem is, on a Sunday in America, not much open afterwards. You can't go out and celebrate in that because the place is sort of shut a bit early. New Orleans, Bourbon Street, or Bourbon Street, I don't know what they say. I mean, that must have been class. You've just watched Daniel Bryan win, and then you're out having a bit of a party on Bourbon Street. That's the one I'd do.
Crying your eyes out, Undertaker losing.
Oh, yeah.
I thought you were talking about, because obviously Daniel
No, I
Bryan
was
won,
gonna-
but just be like, be part of that crowd to go. Remember when it was silent?
You look down the bottom of the bar. Undertaker's there. Drowning his sorrows. Imagine that. Bottle of Jack Daniels next to him.
He's turned the winds against us. There, Undertaker. Yeah, for WWE 1, that is mass transit related. To be when Mankind won the title for the first time. It's about the loudest pop ever.
Yeah. So you were one of the butts in seats?
Yes.
Yes. Excellent.
Hi guys, if you had to put together a team to pull off a bank heist consisting of yourself and 3 current WWE wrestlers, who would you choose?
No.
Have we already had this bank heist question?
I don't think we have.
I'd have Leo Rush, as he could outrun police, Lars Sullivan for the size, and and Tyler Breeze for the disguises.
Yes. Very good.
Huge fan of what you do. Keep it up, Chester from Middlesbrough.
Cheers. Well, it's got to be current, has it?
So we've had people
Yes.
who would spend time on a desert island.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would get us out of a sticky situation, something along those lines, but
Yeah.
not rob a bank.
If it was all time, I know who I'd go for as well. I'd have like Rikishi Getaway Driver, Pillman Gun, just back on.
Oh, that's great. The A team, basically.
Yeah. But right, I've got one straight away. Brian Kendrick, because
He's the man with the plan.
Along the similar lines, Seth Rolonsky's an architect. He's always got a plan.
Yeah.
And I
And
would
he'd know
pick
the layout of the
Hardcore
building.
Nick Gage because he actually robbed the bank.
WWE. That's a good shout though.
He'll be there in NXT next year.
Braun Strowman because he can lift the bank and take it home.
Kendrick. Who's got driving as part of their gimmick now? Cena's driven a few things, hasn't he? Do you remember that WrestleMania where
Did you drive Bumblebee?
it wasn't him driving it obviously, but we're meant to believe it was kayfabe when he pure razzed that sports car around before WrestleMania.
Yes, the
Bella-
initial D around the corners.
The Bella Twins' YouTube channel came up with my recommended feed this week, and it's just I clicked on it for the first time. I know it'd been on before, and you see there's a video series where on the Bella Twins YouTube channel where John Cena just shows you his fancy cars. Here's my special edition Range Rover from 2008. They only made one of these.
Is it like that advert that was everywhere? It's like, the thing I'm most proud of is the bookshelf.
This is my car.
Hey, just here with my new Lambo, so... that dickhead.
Yeah, that's how you make someone like you. Show off how cool your car
Yeah.
is.
Cena.
Especially a former fiance whose YouTube channel that's on, who's had those cars taken away from her, presumably, if it's not at work.
But then
Is it at work?
if she's monetized it, then yeah.
Cena, Kendrick, and... Oh,
Current superstars.
Dean Ambrose, because he'll bring the army of gas men with him.
oh yeah, yeah.
And then when he's going to promo about how Middlesbrough is full of smoggies, and that's why they're wearing gas masks, they'll be so offended and starting fights going, what do you say?
I want Daniel Bryan to cut a promo in Middlesbrough.
Oh my God.
But they'll be cheering him.
I need a third for my team.
We couldn't pick Dolph Ziggler because he makes $5.1 million a year, according to Sports Illustrated, so therefore does not need to rob a bank.
Just quickly say one. It's painful now.
Oh, Brandon Stroud, because then when he's going, hello, they'll be so distracted by going, are you Brandon Stroud of Cultaholic fame? No, why, yes, I am.
I've got
mine as
I've
well.
got one.
Go on.
So mine would be Kendrick, Cena, and then Alistair Black afterwards to absolve us of our sins. There you go.
Rollins, Strowman, and then Shane McMahon, and we can all frame Shane and have him arrested and sent to prison forever.
Oh, that's it.
I thought you were going to say so we can say, there goes the money. He's got it all in a
Oh,
bag.
There
yeah,
goes
that's the signature.
And then the police arrive and he goes, which way did he go? Where did he go?
I'm dancing, Dad. Woo. Shut up. Stop it. Stop it.
Stop it.
He takes a bump as well.
He falls like Bob Mortimer.
Yeah. Oh, Hunter, I've fallen. Triple H and HBK are like the Vic and Bob of WWE a bit. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Number 3. Hi, Ross, Maffew, and the Jacks. Oh, right. Puppet and normal.
Aye. Yep.
This isn't really a question. Okay. But more of a story that actually happened. Okay. Is this one of these real stories or is it one
Sounds
of these...
real to me.
Oh,
Damn it.
Oh, he
before
followed
that-
me and DM'd me, by the way.
Before that, I loved your
Oh, yeah.
spicy video clip.
You scumbag, you maggot. It's still real to me, damn it. Yeah. That's that. We could sing that this time of year. Sorry. This isn't really a question. I'm sorry. I had planned to go to bed around midnight as my family were arriving the following morning for a visit.
Okay.
However, due to the podcast, I decided to stay up a bit longer to watch it. Anyway, it must have been about half midnight when I heard a noise. I turned around to see a shadow at my window and realized it was someone trying to break in.
7.
So Goldust's outside.
Luckily, I scared him off, but had I been asleep earlier as planned, who knows what his intentions could have been.
You're joking.
After all, he looked like a proper mental junkie.
7.
I mean, I know it's a serious thing, but a proper mental junk. Yeah, I'm sure he did. So thanks for keeping me up and entertained. Hope you have a good day. Ryan.
Jesus. All right, Ryan.
Just
Well,
your neighbourhood.
Jesus.
Superheroes, us sat here.
Yeah, leave it to us. We'll save the day.
I hope it was an exciting one. I mean, imagine if we'd been bored. No pressure, lads, but if we're boring on this podcast,
He's
somebody's
fallen
going to get
asleep.
burgled.
After the ASMR chat, people have been saying on the comments, I've seen that I use you to send me to sleep, so
Oh, good.
we've
It's
got
nice to be considered that we have a nice, cooling, relaxing voice.
Huh?
If that's what we're going for. Yeah. Completely ruin it. Wake up! Wake up!
Want to hear the most annoying noise in the world? What a film. What a film, man. Dumb and Dumber. Absolutely class.
Christ, have you ever had any
Mark.
interactions with...
Yeah.
I did it
Hey.
at uni.
Yeah!
Bird.
Yeah!
Yeah.
Yeah!
Mockingbird.
Sorry. The nice, relaxing, cooling sound.
And if that diamond ring don't shine. Oh.
You are falling asleep. You are relaxing.
Sorry, Ross.
tape over.
Sorry, Ross.
Sorry, Ross. Yeah, I was about to say. Burgled?
Yes, at uni.
Oh.
I was in a 7-bedroom toon house, as would say here in Newcastle town. I was in my bedroom, and my bed was like resting essentially on top of the door. So when someone was bashing it, trying to break in, I obviously felt the vibrations. And it was early in the morning on a Monday morning, and this guy was trying to break in, and he couldn't quite get in. By which time I'd gone to the top of the stairs, looked down, and saw the door being cracked in. And I thought, oh God! So I ran the coppers, went back to my bedroom and hid for a bit. And I thought, oh, if he gets in, I'm gonna have to do something here. So I sat at the top of the stairs in my SpongeBob SquarePants pajamas with my cricket bat.
Oh, nice.
So I took a cricket bat to uni because it's Sunderland. I'm not a mug. So I sat at the top of the stairs in my dressing gown and SpongeBob SquarePants pajamas with his cricket bat waiting for him. But luckily the coppers came. And he tried to get out of it by going, hiya, mate. I just came round to say hello. I've not seen you for a while.
What is
I
it?
was like, get no.
Wow.
As if you were going to go, oh, aye.
Yeah.
Aye, you're right.
Just
Yeah.
say to me, door, are you? But luckily he had a big, thick door, and he bent the bottom half of the door and almost got him. I got lucky. And
Jesus.
apparently he had blades on him as well, so I could have been stabbed.
Was it just you on your own?
Bloody hell.
Everyone else was out.
Jesus.
I was like still asleep. I was the only one that sort of felt the door vibrating and thought, oh,
God.
it's terrifying. Like,
Christ.
Yeah.
I've just come round to say you. All credit to him for that, but you know, he was a known crim as well.
Oh, was he?
One of them.
Aye.
Had previous.
Nah, in Northampton, where I used to live, which is why I have this weird north-south accent, our house got broken into, beg your pardon, and nothing was stolen because we were poor. We bought our clothes from charity shops and went to the dump to get toys.
Nice.
So they must have looked in, thought, bloody hell. Didn't leave any money, wasn't that quite nice, but went, you're all right, pal. And so we woke up and found a knackered door. But it wasn't anything worth stealing.
I've never been burgled, as far as I know.
Oh, well.
No. Maybe next week, and then by the time the podcast comes back,
That'll be it. Somebody will say, well, I felt bad for Jack not getting burgled, so I found out where he lived.
just moved house. So I'm knackered. Anyway.
Yeah, what's happening with you and your landlord, by the way? Apparently got held hostage.
Nan. He's called Nan. He's Chinese. Dr. Nan. He's doctor. Me and Sam moved the other day. Spent like all like morning, afternoon carrying boxes and that, and knackered and stuff. But we needed to come into work to do some videos and stuff. And then we were like, he was putting my bed together because he knows how to. And I was like, do you need any help, Nan? You all right? He's like, no, I don't need your help at this stage. I'm like, oh, sweet. We're going to head off to work then. He was like, no, can you just wait until I'm done? We're like, what? He's like, yeah, I can't come back later on. We needed to be there for some reason. Turns out he wanted help like carrying the desk upstairs and that. But at the time, it seemed like he just held us hostage. It was weird. And then last night, I've got like an ensuite, like a small one. I sat down on the toilet for the first time. It's cracked. So that's good. And I don't think I'm the heaviest.
Bonsai dropping or something.
And I don't think
Hogan!
I don't think I'm the heaviest bloke in the world. So there's something wrong with that toilet seat. So
Yeah.
anyway.
Did you take photos of it before you cracked it?
And today we've been at work obviously, but apparently there's already been a viewing for once the leases run out. We've been moved in the middle.
He's keen.
We've been moved in the middle of our lease, so pretty much this is it for 6 months. I don't even want to decorate the room. I'm quite annoyed about it all, but
Oh,
yeah. Anyway,
I hope you get burgled.
cheers.
But anyway, thank you very much for the exciting questions and terrifying statements as well. Please send them to
Mailbag at cultaholic.com.
It's Cultaholics.
And the big question this week is, what will we look back at 2018 and remember?
Yeah, what will it be remembered for?
That's a better way of saying it. 2018, the year...
It's been a mixed bag, hasn't it?
I'm trying to think. The year that everyone realised that Volta is the best wrestler on the planet because he got booked literally everywhere in the UK other than just Progress, like last year.
Yeah, he did.
So, well done, Volta. Then he got signed. There we go. WWE's invasion of the UK.
It's the start of NXT's takeover of the world.
What started off as the weirdest thing that happened, the blandest feud since Bobby Roode, Orton, and Jinder Mahal were gunning for the US title earlier this year. We had the UK invasion started because of the feud between 5-Star Wrestling, World of Sport, and now NXT UK.
I thought you
Who would have thought it would be because of those three shows?
Justin Sison versus British Strong Style.
That's still building up to the NXT takeover UK. Whatever.
I saw a cracking tweet the other day. Not one that I necessarily agree with, but it was hilarious. I can't remember who it was, but it was like, NXT UK is reaching impact levels here. The only people who live tweeted are the people on the roster. Anyway.
I mean, I'm trying to argue with that, but you're making it very hard for me, John.
I've not even been tempted to watch it.
Oh no, like I've watched it, and I don't like it. Because it takes all the fun of the people that I like when I go see them at indie shows and removes it, and they're all playing bland. They might as well have them come out and be, I'm the evil Scotsman. I'm the good guy Brit. I'm the bad Brit. That's what it might as well be.
I'm the lifeboatman.
What?
Sorry, that's a different gimmick. Anyway,
Thank you.
I lost half my ear in a bar fight.
Yes.
Yeah.
At least you don't
I'm
do that.
not winning. I'm Flash Morgan Webster. Hello.
I'm El Ligero speaking in my Yorkshire accent. Why did they make him talk? He's so good when he doesn't talk.
Because it's WWE.
He's got the best body language of any wrestler. It's what he's good at: physical comedy, physical drama. Yeah. Anyway,
hey, I'm happy for them. Like, ugh.
Yeah. I'm happy for them as well. But
I'm sure. Hopefully, the takeover will be good. But yeah, apart from that, it was the year that WWE found themselves making a load of money without.
This was going to be mine. It's like the
Oh,
year
God.
that WWE got back into the mainstream, but for all the wrong pissing reasons.
Yeah.
Crown Jewel, Saudi Arabia, all
XFL.
that. XFL. Oh.
yeah, Crown Jewel is probably the biggest story.
Well, for a week.
Roman Reigns sadly getting leukemia. That's a serious one, but
Yeah,
that was
geez.
bad. Daniel Bryan's return to wrestling. That was massive news.
God, that was this year.
Yeah, that was this year.
Yeah.
Yeah, just before WrestleMania, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ronda Rousey making a very successful transition from UFC to WWE.
Yes. All in.
All in.
Yeah.
Oh, and Starcast as well.
The Jericho
'cause you
Cruise.
went. Right,
Yes,
yeah,
yes, because I went. Did Jericho Cruise? The bird at the Jericho Cruise.
There's a
which sadly
second
they're
mention.
making Hall of Fame.
Second mention, Chris. Just
Alright,
keeping
Chris.
count for your pal.
Just saying. We know you sold out the last one, but sequels don't
Because of us, we
Yeah,
shifted
look at
hundreds.
WrestleMania 2.
Exactly.
You should have the cruise on 3 different boats.
Like WrestleMania 2.
Yeah, in different time zones.
Sorry, I found that really funny. And no one else did, so I was laughing all good.
Cheers.
Also got a list of things that happened this year that you may have forgotten about.
Oh.
Braun and Brock Lesnar fighting for real.
Yeah. Knee.
That was
Bang.
a cool
Yeah, that was
10
good.
seconds. Ziggler headlining 2 pay-per-views.
What?
Kane did as well, technically.
No, but that's Kane.
Oh god, Crown Jewel and
Rumble.
Oh, I mean this is 2 non-Rumble
but-
pay-per-views.
The Rumbles was headlined by the Women's Rumble. Do you mean like in a big match?
In the build-up, though, it was all about Kane and Braun and Brock. That's where I'm going from.
Anyway,
What was the other one that Ziggler main event? I remember Rollins Iron Man.
Fastlane.
Who did he wrestle at Fastlane?
Six.
It was a 6-way.
Oh, the 6-pack
big
challenge.
schmoz.
Yes.
Daniel Bryan breaking the longevity record in the Rumble.
Yes.
The greatest one for lasting 1 hour 16. Connor getting a singles victory on Raw.
Two in
Two,
2.
yeah.
2 in 2 weeks.
Lashley having a singles victory over Roman Reigns.
Yeah.
The revival pin in Roman Reigns.
God, I forgot about that. Yeah. What the hell?
Yeah.
Up, down, up, down. Big Cass versus Daniel Bryan feud.
Poor Big Cass.
Is he all right?
Oh, yeah.
No.
Never heard anything.
Well, he was communicating on the way to the hospital
That's all right.
after his heart attack. Oh, he's fit. Not his heart attack. he's fit.
Seizure.
God, that was happy. Yeah, Big Cass having a seizure. Braun winning tag titles with a small child.
Yeah, no one's going to forget Nicholas.
Yeah. Jinder Mahal winning the US title. What was that about?
Bobby Roode won the US Championship this year.
I remember that because it was
Do you?
just one
I don't.
boring slog because he won it after Ziggler
Vacated.
it, then came back with no explanation, and then lasted 2 minutes in the Rumble, his big
Yeah.
return. AJ Styles versus Rusev, a singles title shot at Extreme Rules. And I've just put here Jason Jordan
Well,
in general.
you know. Is he still Kurt
At
Angle's
the
son,
start of the
KJ?
year, the Shield was technically made up of Jason Jordan, Roman Reigns, and Seth Rollins, and they were feuding with Balor Club
Oh.
at the start of the year.
God, they were.
How bad's that?
And in the bar, they had like 10 matches.
Feels like ages ago.
Yeah, anyway, stuff that
They
happened.
don't
So
do well with many feuds these days.
on Raw, no.
No. Shame.
Like I said, the main event scene this year has been Reigns, Lesnar, Strowman. But Lesnar's not been here. Reigns lost every match to Lesnar apart from the one at the very end.
Yeah.
And then Strowman got injured. So Seth Rollins, well done.
Yeah.
You've not gotten better. Everyone else has got worse.
Gets low ratings as well. We'll throw that in there for 2018.
They don't mean anything.
Breaking all kinds of... No, we've been told off. Apparently,
Who says
excuse
that?
me,
How dare you, burp?
in the comments, which means it's correct after the bear thing earlier, these ratings now incorporate YouTube hits and on-demand views for a certain period of time, so it does matter.
No,
It's all the
okay,
above.
I'm not referring to those ones, but we do reports and clicky-click articles about the TV ratings. Like how that's a big
Yeah, but that whatever measures that incorporates YouTube and everything now, apparently, according to this one comment I saw last week. It's like, how do you not piss and know this? Was the comment. It's on last week's podcast.
Because
I
I
don't
don't
know
look
myself.
at whoever's posting that. I look at Finn Martin. Penny's old, so he knows what he's talking about.
When Cactus Jack lied to the fans.
The year 2018 will be remembered for when Mick Foley lied to the fans in 2000. About I love that is such a niche thing. I don't think anyone cares about that.
That was
So
a-
our audience. KSI referenced me in a diss track.
Yeah.
Well, not me, Botchamania, but I'll
You
take it.
use the table.
Still won't tweet me back. Someone's going to bug him until he responds, like the geezers did with Steve Austin.
A highlight personally was I really liked Wrestling Media Con in Manchester. That was a good laugh. Good laugh that.
I loved the fact that we put over Wrestle Talk. I say we, I was in the crowd.
No, we won. They put us over.
No one remembers
No, we
that.
won in the shoot. We put them over at the end by going, this
Yeah.
is... I think him out there went, this is professional wrestling.
This is what wrestling's all about.
Yeah.
Yes.
In a room with Liger.
I mean,
Liger loved it. He was the big
yes,
star.
he did. Like I love that. And also, me in wrestling memes had the worst panel of all time, and it wasn't deliberate, but it turned out all right because it was the worst thing
Did
ever.
I meet
And no, everyone
wrestling?
I met. No, that's what I mean. Everybody I met who was like, "Oh, Matthew, big fan." I went, "Great. Did you see my panel?" No, you had a panel. And even worse, we brought Curtis Chapman. Curtis Chapman was there to wrestle at the Rev Pro
Super
Best of
J
Super
Cup,
Duke
wasn't
J
it? Yeah.
Cup with, the best of New Japan wrestlers. Like Roppongi, Liger, and everybody else is there. He was going to wrestle on that. Got injured. Couldn't wrestle. So we had to do the panel with me and memes. And everything went wrong.
That's sad.
And I think the only reason he didn't top himself is because we were in the middle of effing nowhere, so there's no bridges to jump off.
Oh.
God bless you, Curtis Chapman.
It was
sorry.
a fun event regardless. Anyway.
Curtis Chapman has never been seen since.
I just remember the after party where they were playing the music from WCPW for Henry and Connors' tag team.
And the Star Wars
Joe
Cantina bar.
Henry's music and Joseph Connor.
And everyone was singing along to it,
Yeah, they were, because we left our mark on British Wrestling Week in 2016.
And my clone was there, the German clone.
What?
The I've said it once, I'll say it again. The German clone of me was there.
Okay.
Because he writes for Wrestle Talk, but I've met him. I saw him online and goes, "Hang on, are you me?"
His second name again with S. Daniel Shide.
That's him, yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
Oh well.
Cool.
Have you not met your clone yet?
What, the puppet? Who do you mean?
I think it was a thing about. Am I misremembering this? There's a thing in your life you'll meet your.
Oh, your doppelganger.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I haven't.
2019 will be
Yeah.
the year remembered that you met your doppelganger.
Can't wait. Yeah.
Cousin thoughts before we end this rambling section of the show.
It's been
an emotional year on the podcast.
cheers to everyone for
I think
watching
we've
along
come a
with
long
that.
way.
Yeah,
We
me
have.
too. Yeah. We've come so far.
2018, remember the year that we found our feet.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Yeah. Good.
And then gave him a rest by sitting down and not standing up around a pizza table.
Oh, yeah, that's how it started. Yeah, cheers to everyone for watching and voting and getting involved and all that.
Yeah, thank you. And thank you for being polite whenever I meet people. And they see them and they go, "Yeah, I'm a Cultaholic. If you like." It's like, oh, thank you, pal. So,
Yeah, it's good stuff. Cheers, everyone.
Thanks
Happy,
for the support. We
have
wouldn't be
a-
anything about you.
have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
and a happy Hanukkah.
Aye. And
Shalom.
All the
So I
things.
check out the year review awards. Oh my god! Next week on the channel, we're calling them either the Culties or the Diddleys. You decide. Delete is appropriate. They'll be on the channel over the winter break. We'll be back in the first week of January. Well, we will. He won't.
Oh, because Jack will be where?
I'll be in Japan.
Oh.
Big in Japan. Wrestle Kingdom.
Where will he be in February?
Newcastle.
OTT.
Oh,
Exactly.
will I?
Of course you
Oh,
will.
I guess
All
so.
right. Thank you very much. God bless. Happy New Year and all that. Join us.
Join us.